And to me, I really had a revelation of that at my last job. I was discriminated against once I really got locks. Like, why are you mad that I have locks now? You know, why does that impact my job or what I do? If my hair can bother you, then it's a spiritual thing. It's definitely something that's deeper than what we see on the surface level. Like, is there actually a spiritual meaning to them? Is there like any type of power in them? Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya Gray if you're new here. In today's video, I want to be talking about the spiritual power of locs. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. On this channel, I like to talk about locs, natural beauty. I'm also a filmmaker, so I make documentaries and things like that, short films. If you're interested in more of that, you can go to my channel and you can check out some of my playlists that I have on there. Today, I'm going to be talking about locs in part of my loc journey. I want to talk about the spiritual power of locs. And this is just my take on the spiritual power of locs. I just wanted to talk about my interpretation of the spiritual power of locs and the spiritual meaning of locs, and like what it has been like for me and my journey, as well as some research that I've looked into. I want to start off the video by saying some words that I associate with the spiritual meaning of locs. The main words include devotion, dedication, patience, like faith. You know, you start the loc journey. Start the loc journey with faith and trust that the locs are going to lock. You're going into your loc journey not knowing how your locs are going to come out. You have to have faith that they'll come out a certain way, whether that's a certain way you want them to look or self-love, strength, power of letting go, and just trusting the process. But it's deeper than that. Sometimes trusting God, trusting the universe, and trusting, you know, like your journey. It gets the focus off of yourself as well. Like, I feel like for me, it has been just one less thing I have to worry about. Like, there's still loc maintenance, but ultimately it is just letting go. Like, letting go of how you think your hair is supposed to look. I'm kind of like more semi-free form the locs, but like still, I had starter locs. In my loc videos, I'm always going to try to feature products, so these are the products that I just featured. Hair to Store Rose Water Mist. It's a refreshing facial mist. I use it on both my face and on my locs as well. And I follow up with this Locology Peppermint and Tea Tree Loc Nourishing Oil. It locks in moisture while promoting scalp and health and growth. Scalp. Is it scalp or sculpt? I'd be saying sculpt, but I don't know. This is a really dope design of the bottle, though. I really like the design. So I'm going to dive right into the video today. As I have been doing more research into it and looking into it, I realized that, yes, there is a spiritual power in locs. There's a spiritual meaning. First loc my hair, October 24th, 2021. We're now in 2023, so Happy New Year to you if you're watching this video. So I wanted to start, with a historical reference or a biblical reference, if you will. So I think it's just important that we just know the history of locs as you get locs. So the Nazarites are people in the Bible or the Torah that historically were known for having locs. And Samson, many of you have probably heard the story of Samson, but if you didn't, I'm going to get into the story today. And this is not like the Bible bash you or anything. Like, I'm not even like that. This is just interesting story to me. I grew up in the church. I grew up hearing stories about the Bible. But when you get older and you read them for yourself, you sometimes see like things like, like, what? That's what it says. Growing up, I always heard the story and I pictured this. But really, when you read the story now, you can picture a whole different thing. The Nazarites historically had locs, though. If you think about that, who has locs? It's just a question. That's it. Number 6:5. All the days of the vow of his separation, there shall no razor come upon his head until the days be fulfilled, in which he separateth himself unto the Lord, he shall be holy, and shall let the locks of the hair of his head grow. It literally says, don't let a razor touch his head. And for me, that just goes to show that locks, hair, the spiritual are spiritual. Like, why would God tell a woman not to cut her son's hair ever? Never let a razor touch his head, right? Why? Just for no reason? No, there has to be a deeper meaning to it. He ends up getting his locks cut, not on purpose. He doesn't do it. It's some woman cuts his lock, basically gets his locks cut. She finessed really him. Also did take his strength, his power away. But it says that that he has 7 locks. 7 locks, like that's just so funny to me. And I think that goes to show that the number of locks is very distinct as well. 7 is a holy number, if you will. Parallel to that, in the Rastafarian culture, who are like synonymous with locks and known for locks, it is a form of identity and separation from wider society, which is amazing to me too, because it's like parallel with the Nazarites. Like, God told them to do the same thing and have that custom, and they were known for that. There's so many different references in old, historical texts, for specifically the Bible, that mention like locks, and then people go on to question why the Hebrews, the Israelites, being black. It says, his head is as the most fine gold, his locks are bushy and black as a raven. The descriptions. And that's the Songs of Solomon. So if the Songs of Solomon is a story about bushy black locks, what does that most likely make Solomon? Which makes King David, what? Like, you know what I mean? So we just have to think. We have to use our minds and not just believe everything that we hear, but read it for ourselves sometimes. Understand it for yourself. With the Loc journey, for me, on a spiritual level, I feel like it has just shown me faith and trust, and not to worry about the outer appearance as much sometimes, just to focus on other things that I'm passionate and that I want to do, like video making, filmmaking, like just one less thing I have to worry about. And I think they're just beautiful, like the natural form of your locks. I wonder sometimes, like, is this how we were really supposed to always have our hair, like, just locked? Locks are definitely spiritual, and I think for the main reason that it takes you outside of yourself to not really think about how your hair looks all the time. I know that can be one of the main things that is thought about when looking at your appearance and things like that. And sometimes it's just great to just let go. Thank you for watching this video. Again, I just wanted to give like a quick little synopsis or my opinion on the spiritual meaning and power of locks. If you like this video and you want to hear more about my loc journey or locks in general, like I want to talk more about throughout this year, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Additionally to that, I love to talk about natural beauty and how sometimes, this idea that we have to change ourselves or wear something or change the way that something looks in order to be beautiful to others, when it's really just an inward thing. We need to work on being beautiful to ourselves and seeing ourselves as beautiful for who we are and for who God created us to be. And I'm like, again, I'm not here to really try to convert anybody to anything. Me myself, I'm just trying to be on a spiritual journey of myself, a spiritual journey of me walking in my purpose and trying to figure out, like, what God and what the universe has set out for me to do on this earth while I'm here. Natural beauty is something that I'm really passionate about. So I released a line called Natural by Maya, and essentially it's just it's a brand to celebrate those who embrace their natural beauty. So this shirt right here, Natural, with the heart logo, it's like a fingerprint, and it's just basically just natural, like just natural human, natural beauty, natural, whatever that means to you, whatever that means as far as you embracing your natural beauty, and just to walk further in that and just know, like, is really not about the outward appearance. Be sure to subscribe, like this video, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.